Have you ever felt that sudden feeling of loneliness in a crowd? Unexplainable mood swings or anger toward a person without any reason? Then guys, meet my friend Euthos. He was same like you, facing same problems and really dissatisfied with his life. But one day, he read the book about psychology and came across one concept which completely changed his life. And it can change yours also. So, unlike your lecture, get serious, pay full attention and stick to the video till the end. Shadow. This is concept proposed by the famous psychologist Carl Jung in the Red Book. According to Jung, shadow is everything that conscious personality experiences as negative. In simple language, the suppression of quality or emotion we have in our personality that we don't wish to have or which are not accepted by society. For example, suppression of emotions like jealousy, emotional vulnerability, or femininity in male, which is considered as a sign of evilness or weakness in society. So we suppress it and throw it out of our body, forming the shadow. Even though we think we have thrown out it, but it is still within us and take over us in a situation of stress and darkness, or project it on another person in such a dark situations. We know the story of a person who was brought up in a very strict environment as a student. Study all day, every day, nothing else. Their conscious mind is focused on only one aspect of their being due to external pressure. But what happens to their impulse to be free, to play, to go bit wild? Where does it go? It slips into their subconscious and it slips into their shadow. The further story of these people may seem very familiar. In early adulthood, this person finally yields to repressed needs of freedom, expression, and rebellion and goes wild by abandoning their studies and jobs, which may have disastrous consequences in future. Another problem with shadow is we project our shadow on others. You know, shadow is filled with all painful and uncomfortable feelings. We relieve this pain by denying the feeling and denying its ownership. And what is a better way to disown them than to claim that they belong to someone else entirely? Shadow projection is when person unconsciously attributes his own shadow to another person. For example, someone who feels intellectually inferior may find themselves calling everyone and everything stupid or criticize the effort of others out of jealousy, out of feeling of inferiority, out of shadow. So next time, if a such person calls you stupid, you should know it's not about you, it's everything about them. This is an example of shadow taking over conscious you. But repeating such a shadow episode will hamper your professional as well as your social life. You see, it takes a lot of energy to prevent shadow from taking over our consciousness. Just like it takes energy to keep plastic ball submerged underwater. But eventually ball pops up. Living with the shadow, which is unknown to us, can cause psychological discomfort as the mind, the body and the spirit seeks to be whole and we are trying to keep them separated. This basically causes that feeling of emptiness. So, what to do in order to fulfill this empty life? Answer is simple. Integrate the shadow. Love and accept the most painful, undesirable, uncomfortable feelings of yours. I know none of us want to admit that sometimes we feel weak, unlovable, confused, lazy, selfish, lustful or coward. But be curious, be kind, take ownership of your feelings, work on your own shadow. Then you will be able to understand the working of other people's shadow, which will eventually give you upper hand in professional and social playground. How to work on your shadow and change your life? Click on this video and I will see you there. Peace.